G'day guys, welcome back. Kia ora. Yeah, I'm not very happy. This was a very stupid game played by the All Blacks tonight against the French. Really well done, the French team. Antoine Dupont coming back, injecting that missing piece of flair, piece of puzzle that the French were awfully missing in the Six Nations. And yeah, the French was pretty clunky left and right. You know, with Dupont out of the team for so long, there's definitely a little bit of rust between the coordinations between the players. But hey, with Ramos, with the 50-meter boot, with the penalties as the New Zealanders were giving away, despite the rustiness, despite the inability to really build consistent phases for the French, they still was able to beat the All Blacks 30 points to 29. Yeah, Bieri was absolutely brilliant. Individual try. Yeah, it was just too fast, too quick. And yeah, so I was very upset. I was watching this with my father because my dad is a big All Black fan. And I told him, if the All Blacks kicking 3 points, they're not going to win this one. They're not going to win this one. Because if you were 4 points behind and you just want to kick 3 so you can milk another 3 at some point to win the game, that's not the mentality. It's not just, oh, mathematically it's smart. It's the mentality. That's the most important part when it comes to rugby, okay? Even with the teams that were successful, the previous All Blacks teams that was successful in kicking penalty goals, winning the Rugby World Cup, they were still good at pressuring the opposition. You are not pressuring your opposition. You're just kicking 3 points and hoping to roll the dice and get a penalty for yourselves and win the game in the dying minutes. That's your mentality. Your mentality is not, we're going to win this game at all costs. And only when everything has been, run down the wire, and then you go for the 3 points to try to win it, eke out a win. That's the difference in mentality between the All Blacks tonight and the All Blacks from 2015 when Richie McCaw was the captain. Scotty Barrett has a lot to learn when it comes to captaincy. My goodness, that was a poor decision there. I still remember Richie McCaw's final match in South Africa against the Springboks. They could have kicked in 3 points. They had pretty similar situation. I think they were 4 points behind. Could have kicked 3, and then all they had to do is find another 3 points somewhere, and they won the match, right? No. Altitude, everything away in front of a booing Springbok fan, sold out stadium. Richie McCaw said, we're going to go for the 3. We're going to go for the try. And sure enough, himself, Richie McCaw, the captain, gets the ball from the line out and goes in for the try. That's how you do it as a captain. You lead by an example. And the All Blacks won that game convincingly because of that. That little switch of mentality. Just to get out of the I kick 3 points, you kick 3 points pattern. And suddenly, the pressure's on the opposition and the Springboks couldn't cope. And the All Blacks, the dynasty. That's how you build a dynasty as a successful team, right? If you just go out there, like the All Blacks did tonight, let's just kick 3 points whilst we're, 7 points behind, still 20 minutes on the clock. Let's just start kicking 3 points. By the way, here's a question for the coaching Razor Robinson. You have Damian McKenzie on the bench tonight, who did an absolute outstanding job last week against Ireland. Why did you put Beauden Barrett to start in first place? He was not creating any opportunities for anybody around him. And when Damian McKenzie came on, right, which only had about 25-30 minutes left, what was his purpose when he came on? Was it just to come on to kick 3 points for you? Because if that was your idea for Damian McKenzie to come off the bench, to just kick 3 points, I think you really are out of look at your selection policies and your strategies there. Like, whoever's come up with this idea probably need to have a rethink about that. Because Damian McKenzie is one of the best line breakers, one of the best opportunity creators, one of the best kicking game in all of New Zealand. And you have him on the field, every opportunity just kick 3 points. And you kick 3 points, what? Now you're on defense, right? What's Damian McKenzie gonna? How is Damian McKenzie gonna score points for you when the French got the ball? Like, it's just, and also I talk about this every game, right? The the value of controlling the game, controlling the ball, controlling the game time is more than 3 points sometimes. You having kicking 3 points immediately when a penalty is given out, the French just goes, all right, we're gonna pound you back and take 3 points ourselves. They're leading, they don't care. They're just running the clock down. And you're just like left going, chasing the game. And suddenly you're not only playing against 15 French players, you're forced to play against the clock and you play against the referee. Because you're praying that the referee is gonna make a call for you. And that's not the position you want to be in an international test matches. You don't want to be playing against the clock and the referee against the tier 1 nation away at Stade de France. Oh, I mean, that was, yeah. Anyway, sorry about the little rant. I was so frustrated watching Scotty Barrett opting to kick 3 points, especially the last one. You needed 4 points to win the game, and there was 5 minutes left on the clock, right? Why would you 6 minutes left on the clock? This is your last opportunity to score the try, to win, to take the lead. Nah, let's just kick 3, and we're happy to go in. We're happy to lose by 1 point. That looked better on paper, I guess, right? Anyway, let's look at some positives. The one positive I thought the referee was very ordinary. The one positive I thought was Tamani Williams. He was absolutely outstanding tonight. On the Lucia side, he had a bit of a tougher week last couple of weeks against the Irish scrum and also against the English scrum. He collapsed a couple times. He was much better this week. Much tighter bind on the hooker, and he got a nice angle under the reserve prop of the French guy. And there was so many times I thought New Zealand was hard done by the referee in the scrum. These should have been penalties, and the referee just didn't call it. Like if we have this one, right? Like, it's very obvious Tamani Williams had up hand here. Look, this is just beautiful scrum, absolutely beautiful. Like this is already upright. It's gonna pop out, and that is 100% a penalty to New Zealand. I don't know what the referee's waiting for. This is not just the one scrum. So many scrums this happened like this. The referee did not call. There was only one scrum the referee actually called for penalty for New Zealand. And I thought this was a really bad performance by Nika Ashuma-Kelly. I don't know why it's that. Also, there was an issue where players laying on the wrong side of the rock to slow the ball down. The French actually got penalties multiple times, despite the fact that they had players laying on the wrong side of the rock. Again, I don't know what's going on with the referee tonight. It's pretty basic stuff that should not have gone wrong for the referee. And so I was very happy with Tamani Williams' performance, and I was not happy that the referee did not reward the tremendous amount of work that was done on the field by Tamani Williams. And also, I thought one guy, again, Cortez Ratama was put onto the field, 30 minutes left on the clock, and he was just not up to the same level as Cameron Roigard, okay? And he was slow. He actually lost the ball at one point because he failed to box kick in time. The referee is screaming at him, you gotta kick the ball, 2 seconds left, and he just did not do it. It's almost like he was not aware that the law had been changed and needed to do it within 5 seconds. And just amateur error like that and dropping the ball. I saw a line-out ball passing to him and he dropping the ball. I just really wasn't performing Cortez Ratama tonight. Really having a day off. And again, I don't know what's the thinking of having Cameron Roigard off the field, bringing on Cortez Ratama. What is the thinking there? What is the thinking? What is the strategy there? Are you just trying to give, are you just trying to manage the fitness level for Roigard? Is he not fit enough to play 70 minutes or 80 minutes? Like, what is the logic there to put Ratama on so early and not deliver anything special? You haven't got anything planned special for him when he came onto the field, right? So what is the thinking there for the coaching staff? Needs to have a look at that as well. And outside of that, I thought the All Blacks attack looked really good. The French was clunky, and the kicking game, I thought the French probably had a better kicking game. Was really able to utilize the speed for Bieri against some of the slower players for the All Blacks. But overall, I think both teams are pretty good defensively as well, really evenly matched up. And I just think that you just really frustrates me every week. Like the All Blacks just, I actually don't know when was the All Blacks used to be the team that never is you never settle, right? You always wanted to win by as much as you can. You always want to do the best you can. And the mentality has shifted from, winning with dominance at all costs to let's just eke out a win, and that's good enough. Then that's a mentality shift that I don't really like the direction of the All Blacks going, and I think that Scott Robinson needs to have a think about that as well, because that is definitely not the way the Crusaders play. So I don't know why suddenly it's a test match. You're trying to change the Anyway, I don't know why they do that. Why they do that why they're doing that at the moment. But yeah, again, Anyway, it's probably too many people telling the All Blacks coaching, you got to kick 3 points, otherwise you're gonna lose the game. And he's starting playing like England every day, right? You probably should start wearing the white jersey more and more often going forward from this. And finally, everybody knows the real reason the All Blacks lost is because Riku Ioane did the haka today, and it did not do the back slap, okay? No back slap, no win. When I saw that was no back slap, I told my dad he didn't do the back slap. Probably not going to win this one, and sure enough, that's exactly what happened. Anyway, let's have a look at the match stats of this game. 2 tries to 3 for the French, 651 run meters for the All Blacks. Oh my, and just with so much forward momentum, forward dominance, and they just kicked 3, happy to kick 3 every time they got the opportunity. The reason they were giving so many 3 points, maybe you have to think about this as well. Maybe the French were giving you 3 points because they know they're under pressure. They know you're getting over the advantage line with ease, right? Caleb Clark was getting over the advantage line every time he got the bloody ball. And then it's like, the French is like, we can't defend this. Eventually, we're going to concede a try if we keep giving away, 10 yards every time the Caleb Clark gets the ball. Let's just give away a penalty. Maybe they will take it 3. And sure enough, New Zealand's like, we'll take the 3. And Scotty's like, I'll take the 3. Oh, take the 3, guys. And then, how do you not win the game when you have 651 run meters and you only score 2? You actually score fewer tries than the opposition. My goodness. So frustrating. It's so frustrating to watch. 6 turnovers conceded against Georgia. The breakdown, like I said, I thought the French was a little bit of laying on the wrong side of the rock a little bit, but still really, the referee called it. You play by the referee, so really well done by the French there. 34 missed tackles for French, 208 tackles made. 111 tackles made for the All Blacks, 12 missed tackles. Some very, very good defense by the All Blacks there, to be really frank. 23 kicks for the French, 16 for the All Blacks. 1 drop goal from Beauden Barrett. I mean, it was just, I don't know why he didn't even attempted that. 730 kick meters from the French, 482 for the All Blacks. And lineouts, 3 lineouts lost for the French. So I mean, the set piece was overwhelmingly dominant for the All Blacks in that regard. So only 1 loss for them. Scrum, I don't know how they didn't give away more penalties for the French. 13 penalties conceded against the French, 9 against the All Blacks. So all better discipline as well. How did you lose this one? When you have, my goodness, so frustrating. They played into the slow, the grindy, the kicking, the methodical kicking game style that exactly the French wanted to play, because the French could not break through your defense effectively with your tackle completion rate. Like it's like, I don't know, man. It's maybe I'm a bit too harsh, but you can let me know. So yeah, I'm not happy. So yeah, let me know if you're an All Black fan, if my rant is a little bit warranted or not. Anyway, let's talk about the try scored. 7 minutes into the game, there was a scrum penalty against Tara Lomax. He slipped. I think that was one where the referee should have reset it because it was slip. But anyway, it's still the correct call. He went down first. 50-meter penalty goal kicked in by Thomas Ramos. 3-0 for the All Blacks. 8 minutes into the game, Peter Larkai was on the field. And Adi Savia, some really good running game. Adi Savia was on the win. He got the ball, ran in and bumped over like 4 defenders and still got the offload off. And then Peter Larkai followed through with 2 players hanging onto him. Try time, 3-7 for the All Blacks. So there was a bit of a back and forward. There was a bit of breakdown problems with both teams. So the first scrum came in 23 minutes in, first scrum in. I thought Tamati Williams clearly dominated. it took one reset, and the second one finally the referee giving away the penalty, reluctantly giving away the penalty to the New Zealand, and that was the only strong penalty they gave to New Zealand after the Tamati Williams was able to get the prop pop his head out. 27 minutes into the game, Wildkard again, big scrum for the French. They were just under pressure. The ball popped out. Wildkard went for the tackle, and there was an offload. And whilst in the middle of the tackle, Wildkard intercepted the ball whilst holding on to the player that he was tackling, intercepts the ball and ran the gap through for a freebie. 14 points to 3. 32 minutes into the game, there was a French penalty. They went for the line out. They went for the more. Grinding, and then Dupont spot space out wide, spreads the ball wide, and it's try time for France. The Burros goes in for the first try for the French. Suddenly the scoreboard is up 10 points to 14 going into halftime. Second half, immediately 3 minutes in, I think, what was it? There was a penalty somewhere before this. Anyway, so halftime, 10 points to 17 going in. There was a penalty before that. So anyway, second half starts 3 minutes into the second half. There was a penalty against New Zealand. France like, we're here to play rugby. They went for the line out. They went for the more. The more defense was really poor for the All Blacks. The French just charged through for the try. 7 points there. 17 points to the 17. 50 minutes into the game again. The All Blacks was grinding. They're losing a bit of patience. And this is where I thought Dmac probably should have come on, but no. There was a loose pass. The ball was intercepted, and then the ball was kicked downfield, and Bieri was way too fast for Saville Reese and Beauden Barrett, I think it was. And then he just scooped the ball up and went in for the try. 24 points to 17. 54 minutes into the game, you are 7 points behind. All Blacks decides to get, they got an offside penalty. The All Blacks decide to take 3. And this is where I told my dad, that's not good sign. They are losing confidence in their ability to play rugby and score tries. Sure enough, that's the only decision they made from 54 points forward, 54 minutes forward, to just take 3 points. 57 minutes into the game, there was a penalty for side injury. France is like, all right, we can kick 3 points through. 27 points to the 20. We need to make sure you want to win this game. You better score a try. Nope. 61 minutes into the game, offside to France. New Zealand taking down a 3. There was, Ratama was slow. At this point, Ratama was already on the field. It was slow, missed box kick, knock-ons. 67 minutes into the game, another penalty. And sure enough, I'm like, you got to go for the try at this point. No, All Blacks are happy to be 1 point behind, guys. They kick another 3, 27 points to 26. 72 minutes into the game, another penalty to the French. Ramos is like, yeah, we can take 3-2. Kick another one, 30 points to 26. 74 minutes of the game, I was like, this is it. You have to go for the try here. You're 4 points behind. There's 5 minutes, 6 minutes left. You got to go for it. Nope. Scotty Barrett ponds to the goalpost. And then, Tammy McKenzie kicked this one, and sure enough, that's pretty much it, 6 minutes. If you can't score the try for the last, 30 minutes, when you had the opportunity to go for it, 74 minutes, how are you going to score any points going into the last 5 minutes when you have no confidence in yourself in doing so for the past 30, right? So sure enough, All Blacks tried, and they were left to run like the full length of the field to try to get a penalty. Not going to happen, and eventually the French get the knock on, and I know it was more held up the All Black player for more, and that was it, and that was the end of the game. And I don't know, it's just I just don't think this is the way the All Blacks play rugby. This is just not the mentality that the great All Blacks teams in the past had when they found so much success. This is what England does. This is why the England's on the losing streak, because they wanted to kick 3 points every time it's available to them. And even England is starting to shift out of that, to be frank with you. That's a little bit harsh on the English team. And it's the one team in the world that you'd expect to not try to milk out a penalty win is New Zealand, and we win this not tonight, and they weren't able to milk it quite good enough for the win. Yeah. How do you have double the run meters and not win the game? It's mind bending. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe late tomorrow for the Wallabies game, because I got a bit busy tomorrow, so maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. I don't know if I got time tomorrow for the Wallabies game. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.